I want to talk to you a little bit about leadership. I want to ask you a couple of questions. How many of you know who James Tiberius Kirk is? Captain Kirk. How many of you know and are familiar with the Starship Enterprise? If you raise your hands, you're good to go. Proceed. Here we are. This is the Captain Kirk diagram I've created. Question. Here's the question that I have. Who is the smartest individual on the Starship Enterprise? Tell me, who is the smartest individual on the Starship Enterprise? It's Spock. That's right. It's Spock. Hands down. Hands down. But why isn't Spock the captain of the ship? Why isn't Spock directing the course? Why isn't Spock leading the strategy? Well, let's take a look. On the left side, and this is science. This is a brain, by the way. I know. I don't know what it's a brain. It's my illustration. It's my diagram, and you're going to have to draw a better brain than I did. And so the left side and the right side. So we know, scientifically speaking, that on the left side of the brain, it's all about logic, right? It's all about processes. It's all about analyzing things and analytics. It's all about, you could even say, efficiency, right? Efficiency. And then on the right side of the brain, this is where we have innovation, right? This ideation, creativity, right? And this is both sides of the brain working together. The question I had for you is, why isn't Spock the captain of the Starship Enterprise? Why is it that James Tiberius Kirk is? Let me ask you another question to answer that question. Which one of these, the left or the right side, can be outsourced? Which one of these hemispheres of our brain can be outsourced? If you said the left brain, you're right. You're right. It's the right side of the brain that you need to drive strategy. It's not always going to be about pure logic. And I love processes. I love analyzing things. I like efficiencies. But let me tell you something. Innovation, ideation, creativity, dreaming. This is going to be where you get your strategy from. This is going to be where you get your strategy. Don't talk to me about critical thinking. I want you to think about lateral thinking. So Captain Kirk is the captain of the Starship Enterprise because he can incorporate both of these, and he's heavily weighted. He's always coming up with these innovative solutions to get himself and his crew out of imminent danger, right? Go James Tiberius Kirk, right? But I want you to understand that although critical thinking is this buzzword, critical thinking is just about solving problems, right? And how many of you put on your resume, oh, I'm a problem solver? Stop doing that, right? Solving problems. It's so cliche, so very trite, right? It needs to be about, instead of solving problems, it should be about being able to, and this is the next generation. This is what I want you to think about when you're wearing the CEO hat with your own enterprise, with your own startup. It's about putting the pieces of the puzzle together. And this is lateral thinking, which is attacking the market from an angle. Not head on. Critical thinking, let me tell you something. Everyone, my kids do critical thinking. They figure things out. They're problem solvers. They're figuring out how to cause more problems for me, right? And they are right now in such a formative stage, and they're starting to figure out this lateral thinking, this, well, how do I get Papa to actually say yes to these Skittles, right? This is what I want us to go back to. Critical thinking, everyone does it. I want you to think about attacking the market from an angle, which is going to require you. It's going to require you to use the right side of your brain, the right hemisphere. All right, I'm Senor Chavez, and now we're cooking with gas.